Hello dear friends, welcome to our computer science class. In the last class we have discussed about the secondary storage, right? Today we are going to see one different concept, that means software. It's a set of instructions given to a computer. We are going to see the classification of software. They are system software and application software. In that we are going to see what is a system software and what are the classification inside the system software. Okay, in system software we are going to see the operating system, utilities, device drivers and language translators. We want to discuss each of these terms. Okay, and in case of application software, the divisions like general purpose application software and special purpose application software. Let us start our class. First we will see the definition of software. All know software is also a program. It is a series of instructions that tells the computer what to do and how to do. In other words, it is a collection of computer programs, procedures and documentation that perform different tasks on a computer. This software program is written by a programmer or software developer. Thus, this software is the intangible part of a computer. Okay, so what do you mean by a software? It is a series of instructions that tells the computer what to do and how to do it. And it is normally developed by software developer or a programmer. Okay. Now we will see the types of computer software. Computer software is mainly divided into two types. They are system software and application software. Let us see one by one. System software consists of the program that control or maintain the operations of the computer and its devices. It serves as the interface between the user, the application software and computer hardware. They are the programs that enhances the performance operations of the computer. So it's a main part of the computer. It controls the overall performance of the computer. It acts as an interface between the user, the application and the computer hardware. System software is divided into four. They are operating system, language translators, utilities and device drivers. Okay, these are the classification of system software. So can you tell the classification of system software? Yes, operating system, utilities, device drivers and language translators. We have to study each one of the terms separately. Let us have a look on it. First we will see operating system. It is also a set of programs that coordinates all the activities among the computer hardware devices. It contains instructions that allows users to run the application software. When a user starts a computer, operating system loads into memory from the computer's hard disk. It remains in memory while the computer is on. The operating system provides a means for the users to communicate with other software. So, the main purpose is it provides an interface between the user and the hardware. Okay, let us see some of the examples of operating system. You can see the picture. Some of the operating systems are Windows, Linux, Ubuntu, Symbian OS, Mac operating system, etc. Okay. You can see in the picture the operating system used on desktop and laptop. We are using the operating systems like Windows, Linux, Mac OS in desktop and laptop, and in mobile we are using operating systems like Android, iOS. Next we will see what is a language processor or language translator. Language processor is a software that translates or converts a program written in one language to the language that can be understood by a computer. We are going to see the types of language processors. We are going to see what is a compiler, what is an assembler, what is an interpreter. These are the language processors. You can see in the picture the language translators are divided into compiler, interpreter and assembler. We are going to see each of the terms compiler, interpreter and assembler. Okay, let us start. You can see the block diagram of compiler. Compiler converts the source code into object code. The source code is a high level language. It uses English words like that. It converts the high level language into the object code, that is the machine language that can be understood by the computer. That is a function of compiler. So what is a compiler? A compiler is a translating program that translates the instructions of high level language to machine level language. It converts the instructions in high level language to the machine level language. A program which is input to the compiler is called a source program. Okay, we are giving an input program to the compiler. That program is called as source program. This program is converted to machine level language by a compiler. Okay, the compiler converts the source program into machine level language. The machine level language code is called as object code. That is the function of compiler. So the compiler converts the source program into object code. It's translating the source code into object code. That is the purpose of compiler. It is a translating program. Okay. Next is assembler. Assembler is also a translating program. It converts the source code written in assembly language to object code. Okay. The source program written in assembly language, that is the mnemonic code. That means it converts the assembly language code to the object code. That is the purpose of assembler. It is also a translating program. It converts the source code, the input code, into the object code. But the source code is in which language? It is in the assembly language. The assembly language code is converted into object code by means of assembler. It is also a translating program. Next we are going to see interpreter. How interpreter works? You can see here the block diagram. Interpreter converts the source code directly into output. No need of converting it into machine code or object code. Interpreter converts the particular line into the output. That is the main purpose of interpreter. It produces directly the output instead of producing the machine code. You can see the difference between compiler and interpreter. In compiler, it compiles the source code to machine code, then it is converted into output, right? But in the case of interpreter, it directly converts the source code into output. It is also a translator program. In computer science, an interpreter is a computer program that directly executes the instructions written in a programming or scripting language without requiring them previously to have been compiled into a machine language program. That means no need of compiling it into a machine code. Okay, it will directly produce the executable code, that is the output. It is a translator for converting the source code to the output directly. Okay. Next is the utility software. Utility software is an application or program designed to perform the maintenance or housekeeping work on a computer system in order to ensure its smooth functioning. Examples of utility software are disk cleanup software and antivirus software. So main purpose of utility software is to ensure the smooth functioning of a computer system. Okay, for that these utility softwares are used. Some of the examples are disk cleanup and antivirus software. Let us see the purpose of this disk cleanup software and antivirus software we are using in our computer system. First we are going to see the disk cleanup software, which is an example of utility software. Disk cleanup software is an application that searches for the temporary files or the file type specified by you on drives and deletes them from the selected drive. Deleting such files will help to frees up the space occupied by the unnecessary files on the drives. It's a cleanup cleaning the unnecessary files in our drives. That is the main purpose of this cleanup software. Okay. When we install this software, it will delete the unnecessary files and the temporary files. Thus, it helps to get more storage space for other files. That's the main purpose of this utility software. Next is antivirus utility software. An antivirus is a utility software that helps to keep the computer virus free. It notifies when any malicious file is detected and removes such files. It scans any new device attached to the computer and discards any virus if there. So it helps our computer safe by using this utility software. Next is the device driver. A device driver is a small piece of software that tells the operating system and other software how to communicate with a piece of hardware. Okay, it acts as an interface between the operating system and the hardware. It tells the operating system and other software how to communicate with a piece of hardware. You will be more clear through the block diagram. Let us see that one. You can see in the picture there are different device drivers for keyboard, mouse, printer and so on, right? So this will help to communicate with the operating system for using this particular hardware. So it acts as an interface between the operating system and the computer hardware. That is the main purpose of this device drivers. So device driver is an interface between the operating system and the hardware. It tells the operating system and hardware how to use the particular hardware. Next we are going to see application software. Application software helps to do particular task. Okay, there are mainly two types of application software. They are general purpose application software and specific purpose application software. These are the two types of application software normally we are using. Let us see one by one. First we will see what is the specific purpose application software and some of the features of it and also some examples of specific purpose application software. Specific purpose application software is developed keeping in mind the specific requirements of an organization or an individual. They are having some certain specific requirements. Okay, for that purpose we are using specific purpose application software. It is helpful for achieving the specific task. That is why this application software is also called as customized software. Examples of this software are reservation system used at airports and railway stations, payroll system used by organization, stock system used by organizations, billing system used at supermarkets, all comes under this specific purpose application software. This will help to achieve the specific task of an organization or an individual. Let us see some of the features of it. Media players, browsers, payroll system, all are examples of this. Now we will see general purpose application software. General purpose application software is a type of software that can perform many different related tasks. Okay, it is not a customized one, it can perform many different related tasks. Examples are word processors, desktop publishing, communication, CAD, spreadsheets, database, web page design, graphics and presentation software, all are examples of this general purpose software. It is also called as generic software. See some of the examples of general purpose application software. Okay, normally we are using the general purpose application softwares like word processing, spreadsheet, database management, presentation software, communication software, desktop publishing software, graphics software, computer aided design software, etc. These are all comes under general purpose application software. It can perform different related tasks. That is called, it is another name, generic software. Okay. And about what is a software, the types of software and each of the divisions in the system software and application software, right? I hope you are all clear about these concepts. Please go through this video carefully